Hello, this is my first practice at doing the PowerPoint presentation, so I hope that you guys are willing to watch the first 10 slides. So I'll go to from the start. Okay, so this is a public interest report and the substance presence in the eyes causing distortion in sight. So this introduction is this presentation is from my personal experience. The person, which is myself, having become aware of having nanotechnology in my body and software programming my body parts. And then I received 3 Pfizer vaccines, multiple dental anesthetic injections, and some unknown medications injected at a hospital in Australia. And then my blood has been tested multiple times and has increasing numbers of nano objects in the blood samples. There's evidence documented which is suggesting that the design is for nanotechnologies in the human body, and they are being programmed by a software to control body movements. This presentation is an introduction to the designs and how the designs work. The intention is for the designs to be identified by people researching this to eventually share with the global population. I'm hoping that these slides, once I record them again, will be translated into different languages from across the world. And if there are any issues with the translations, then please find somebody who can speak your language to help you, because I cannot answer questions about the translations. And then also the presentations are able to be shared with other people. So this presentation has about 800 slides, but I won't be doing them all in one go. The presentation topics that will be discussed are the black mirror spots, mathematics to the design, masses in the eyes, lines, changes to facial structure, the triangles and dots, sensations, seeing and looking with eyes, the visor design, visual disturbances, looking at people's faces, thinking about textures and fabrics, substance in the eyes, hypnosis, electricity, dreams, images and videos in eyes, and then it's the follow-on from that is the interaction with thoughts, the videos and images and videos in the eyes interactive with thoughts. Then theories on this, as well as conspiracy, as well as human rights abuses associated with the use of the technology. So the first section is on lenses. This chapter introduces the placement of the nanotechnology structures that impact the vision. The nanotechnology structures can be described as lenses. The placement of the lenses are discussed. The black mirror lenses, which produce images into the lenses like a nano-sized screen with internet access, will be discussed as well. So I just have it open to draw in. So the left eye lens is in this area, and it's I'll be experimenting with the pen settings, so please excuse me while I try to. It's like a or maybe not bright yellow. I'll try it in the So it's there. So I don't actually know exactly where it is in terms of this middle picture, and I was hoping that Ruth, who is from Spain and she is a biologist, we can work through this. But you, this is like a disc, which is possibly it's like a nano thin disc. The other lens is up here, and then another lens is here. And then it's also possible that there's actually a lens right over the top of the eye as well. So here, it's there, it's here in the eyeball, it's here. I'm unsure whether it's actually, I'm unsure whether it's actually embedded into the eyelid or whether it's in right into the actual eyeball there. So when I press on this area with my finger, this lens can be seen and it is black. It's like this, totally black. And I'd say that it's about that size. And I can't see this one, but I'm pretty sure that there's one here, but no pressing on any area of the eye. Yeah, it also seems like there's possibly one here. I'll check right now. So if I do it right now, it is here. If I press here, the lens is here. And if I press here, the lens is here. I can't seem to get an identification, but there's a possible that there's one embedded in the part of the eye. So the lens is mostly in the left eye for me, in this section, like this. And it could be described as a fish eye lens, whereas this area, this right eye, seems more to be like in this direction. Later on, we'll discuss the theory that I'll add to say that possible that the two eyes, these lenses are designed to be one mono eye. So suggesting that the nano lens could either be in there or it could be here. Or it could be I don't know exactly where it is, where it's embedded, or if it's not embedded, or if it's, I'll leave that to Ruth. I'll just tell you the beginning bit. So left eye lens focus area in the eye. I've done, this is a bit the same thing, just to show that it is here. It's here, or in this area, to this side. And then this other eye side is more like, and then there are the black mirror lenses here, here, possibly here, 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 possibly here, and then also possibly over the actual eyes themselves, and possibly, yeah. And so what I think is happening here is that this and this have been altered in our eyesight to create a kind of mono lens, which has, I go into this in more detail because it really needs a step by step. That it's effectively that this nerve here has been altered, this eyeball has been rotated in that direction by this much. And that this space in this eye here area has been created into a type of visor where the technology that's in here, this technology that's in this area, is doing computation out into this space. And what is happening is that the enforced technology is enforcing that the human engage with it. And this is this here, whether it's in this area, this is just for the left eye lens, because another suggestion is that that same technology or a similar one is actually grown into the back of the eye, and then the tech is moving through here, and then some type of UV or electromagnetism is being pulsed into the eye, and it's damaging the nerve signals going from the eyeball back to the brain. But what it's also doing is it's the computer system is coding, however the technology works, that's somebody else's area, is coding these images to show a picture of my face, or picture of food to eat later, or artificial dreams. And it's being coded into the back of the eyeball as if the person's seeing it. And then the eye, this can look like imagination or mental imagery or artificial dreams or dreaming. And so the person, before we've discussed that people are being placed into a virtual reality, which is effectively this visor design here. And Sarah Israel was asking, how is it that these people are so overcome with, whether it's hallucinations or effectively the virtual reality programming? It's because they're programming this area here and here, and the person can't stop it. It's totally enforced upon them. And so while their brain is here doing what they're doing, and then their eyes are here, and so they're having the video game programmed, or it's virtual reality programmed into the back of their eyeballs, and so they can't stop what they're seeing. They're not even aware that it's happening. And whatever this is here, either it's, other people know what the actual technology is, but it could be UV or it's like a magnetism. It's pulsing in here. And so it's actually damaging the system of the eyes and the brain for how we're understanding sight and how we're seeing what we're seeing. This is an indication for the left eye from my perspective. I'll go back. I tried to do this with a very basic step-by-step because it's such a complex design, and I was hoping that Ruth would share this with the engineers who I think speak Spanish, so I hope that I can get it translated. Hello, other people, engineers. So this is from my perspective, which is, me and my eyes, how my self sees this area and this part of my left eye, and and so the lens is placed in this area, and the this is very important, looking at it, which is me receiving information to say that I'm looking at this lens, which is producing pictures being streamed into my brain, and then at the same time I'm looking through it. So it's like a screen. So another way to describe it is that there's the person with a screen, and then also looking at reality, trees. So I'm seeing the screen and the trees, and I'm receiving this, and this here is saying there's somebody in the trees. So then the picture that I'm receiving into this lens in my eyes is of trees with somebody standing inside it. So this is creating a visual hallucination or a computer altered reality by programming these pictures into these lenses, which are embedded with nano in the eyes. So the lens has a problem in which it's a design fault, which is that that area of it has a magnification or a dot, and so it is the dot focuses on. So when the eye is looking around, the dot spots something. I'll do that color. This directs, and it so it can't see the whole picture. Like, let's say that this is looking out of this window, and it will only be able to see that amount of information. For some reason, it's impacting the ability to focus on this. So I can still see that whole picture, but the lens in my eye has magnified or done, excuse my very layman language, but the curvature of the lens of the glass has caused a hyperfocus into the one area here. And so it's doing that in this entire screen as well. It's the same with, I described it to say that it looks like a golf ball flying through the sky. This and this in here is actually an object disrupting vision. And it's the same, like when I look at this picture, it only can see that amount. All the rest, and then if I look up, it only focuses on specific things. It's limited in the way that it's viewing. It's caused a distortion to sight. As an example, even though all the green can still be seen, it's that it's created a change to the vision.